he said, "Can we talk about y'all hate for KD?" Then he also said,
Yeah.
"Why do y'all hate the Nets so much? What is going on?"
It's only one person up here. No.
Talk to this dude right here, the dude in the white, in the white shirt. Talk to him.
No, it's one person. It might be two. I don't hate the Nets.
Talk to this dude right here.
I don't hate the Nets at all. My hate for KD, I don't hate KD. I'm realistic about KD. I'm realistic about who KD is, and I'm realistic about what he's going to look like to fans in 20 years. And you guys who haven't been, no offense, I don't know if Mar Laxon is even 20 years old, but I'm telling you, when you look back in 20 years on KD, it'll be the same way we look back at other people 20 years from now. And what will they say? Great offensive player. Only won those rings because he joined a super team with 73 wins. That's what they're going to say. They're going to talk about him better than the way they talk about, like I've said this before, about Dominique, about George Gervin. Great offensively, questionable defense. Only has those 2 rings because look what he did at OKC, nothing. Look what he did in Brooklyn, nothing.
Well, he didn't do nothing. Don't say he did nothing.
No, we got what you're saying.
Okay. You get what I'm saying? It's not that he did do nothing. I'm telling you the way they're going to look back on him in 20 years. That's going to be the narrative. Right. If he doesn't take a Nets in a deep playoff run, they're going to say he couldn't get it done with OKC and he jumped ship to the best damn team to win 2 easy rings. And then his body didn't hold up, got hurt, lost to the damn team up north, then went to Brooklyn to do it on his own and didn't. So that's why this playoff run is going to matter a lot, and couldn't get to the playoffs. He was hurt, lost in the first round, played shit. Like, unless he does something, that's going to be the narrative in 20 years. Now, is it true? No. Is it fair? No. But that's what's going to happen.
That's my point, though, Tone. Is it going to be that much context with KD 20 years down the line, 25 years down the line? Or are people just going to look? Because when I think about, guys who won the NBA championship today, right? I don't think people don't really talk that much about the Lakers being a super team in the 1980s, and they had a bomb squad with Magic and James Worthy.
That wasn't a term we used back then. It was a term that was just developed in the last 10 years, so now it will become part of every narrative because now it has started. Did you ever say super team in the 80s and 90s?
Never said that, not one time.
Did you say it in the early 2000s when you had two of the top 3 best players in the league together? Did you call the Lakers a super team?
I did not.
Okay, fine. 2 of the top 5 players. You didn't say it because it's a new term. So now I think it follows the players. And just think about you yourself when we talk about Stockton. Well, why don't we talk about Stockton? Just the last show, you guys said, well, because he didn't win a chip. So he didn't win a chip. Well, KD's chips were with the Warriors.
I think people will do that.
That's going to be the false narrative. Again, I'm not saying it's real. I'm just telling you how people will look back and say it. Yeah. That's all.
I think people.
If KD doesn't get one with the Nets, they're definitely going to say that about him.
You're going to say it.
I know I'm going to say it. I'm saying it already.
Steph has won 2 without him. So they're not going to say Steph couldn't do it because he did it twice without him. Once before and once after. And he went to the finals multiple times without him. So his legacy is cool. KD's, I just think is, again, it's not hate. It's just, I know the way because I've seen it happen before. You're a history major, Jay. You know this. You know history repeats itself. It's going to repeat, and that's going to be the narrative. I don't say I'm agreeing, just saying that's what's going to happen.
Also, I want to be clear. A lot of things that I'll be saying as well is not even indirect. It's not even directed to the players. It's directed to the people who speak about the players. So when you speak highly of Durant, especially when you are putting him over players like Giannis, or you put him over players like Curry, and you put him over players like whoever else you put him ahead of. When it's time to actually perform and play, and he does not produce at that level, then by default you overrated him. So the criticism that comes towards it really isn't levied towards KD. I did not think that they were going to beat the Boston Celtics anyway. But for the people out there who thought that they were going to beat the Boston Celtics, why, even though they have defensive problems, depth problems, not enough playmaking, not enough continuity, why were they going to beat him? Oh yeah, because KD, he's just that good, he's that skilled, it's going to work. So
and Kyrie Irving too.
And Kyrie Irving too. So you put that much onus on those 2 players, and then when it doesn't work out, don't tell me that it's hating them when you put that expectations on those players. I ain't never put that much expectation on KD in my life. Y'all did.
So you can't put on any player. Yeah, no really player wins No player
none.
wins alone. None.
Y'all do that to LeBron all the time. And then when LeBron doesn't win, you then get upset to why people are bashing him and hold him to such a high standard. Why are you saying this? Because literally all throughout the season, you sat there and said they're going to make a deep postseason run because of LeBron, or when LeBron and AD are healthy, there's no team that can beat. Y'all say that all the time, and then they get healthy, they play, and they were still below 500 before AD got hurt. So then what? Oh, okay.
Yeah, and speaking of which, Fluent, I can't wait for 30 years from now for everybody to look back and say, "Oh my God, Kevin Durant played against TikTokers and podcasters."
And you know what? And you know what?
I'm telling you.
And you know what? It's gonna be the guys today who are defending it and saying the same and saying, "I told you so." No, you didn't, you liar. You say that exactly.
Damian Lillard was playing against rappers and sound scans dudes, and you're gonna want to choke this dude.
Sound scan dudes.
Sound scan studio rap. That's what you're gonna want to do. And you know how nice Damian Lillard is because you've seen him, right?
Yeah, but he lost to a bunch of podcasters.
That's what he did. That's what he did. He lost to a bunch of dudes who were just just like they're gonna say. I already said this about. They're gonna say the same thing about Kobe Bryant. Watch. Yo, this dude was better than Kobe Bryant, and you seen Kobe Bryant. I'm gonna choke the life out of these people.
Yeah, I'm not tolerating that.
No.